Hyun-Jung Jang with International Examiner and Blogging 206, and I'm in Seattle and I'm in front of Seattle Art Museum, and I'm going to interview the Josh Yiu, who is curator of Chinese art.
In high school, I was competent in math and physics, and so I thought I wanted to be a physics major. When I started college, I changed my mind and I studied art history, and so I continued with art history in my graduate school, and so here I am at the museum.
Why did you decide to be a curator?
With a doctorate in art history, actually there aren't that many options. And there are different options, but if you want to do something with your degree, there aren't that many things that you can do. At first I thought I wanted to be a professor. I've always wanted to be a professor. And I did have an opportunity to continue working in a university, Leiden University in Holland. But at that time, there was an opening in the Seattle Art Museum. They are looking for a Chinese curator. And so I came here for the interview, and I thought it was very interesting. There are so many different aspects of work that I think it would be good for me to experience with. So that's why I chose this job. Yeah.
And what is the most difficult things to do?
In this job, there are many difficult things. It's the most difficult thing. You always have to plan. You really have to be a curator. You really have to have vision about what you want for a collection. So you're not just thinking about what you want to show, what you want to write about. That seems to be rather indulgent. And you need to think about the history of the institution and the strength of the collection and how you want to develop it through a series of exhibitions. So for instance, in the Seattle Asian Art Museum, although we are among the top 10 collections of Asian art in the whole nation, our collection of Chinese painting and calligraphy are rather modest, and this is an area that I would like to build. So in order to build it, you want to raise people's awareness on the subject. And so that's why for my first exhibition, I did an exhibition on modern Chinese painting. And now we continue on to contemporary Chinese art. So it is through these kind of exhibitions, and also I did a symposium on modern Chinese painting, just inviting scholars to talk about various things on issues of categorization and how we can date paintings from the 20th century. So just to educate the people about this area so that they'll be interested in it, so that there'll be more collectors, and so there'll be more interactions between the museum and the local people. And so hopefully we can develop a better collection for the city, because ultimately the museum serves the city, it serves the public.
What is your vision?
My vision?
Yes.
To make my vision. Well, my vision for the museum is to make our Asian collection truly world class. Although we are among the best collections in America, our collection is not that well known outside the U.S. So to make it a truly world class collection, we have to get better things so that, say, people in China or in other areas would know that, oh, the Seattle Asian Art Museum actually is a very good collection of Chinese art. That's my vision for.
Where would you like to be in 5 years?
5 years is not a terribly long time for people. for people in our field, sometimes it takes 5 years to do a serious exhibition. So in 5 years time, I hope to have done an important exhibition with hopefully long-term impacts on the institution and on the city, something that people would remember. 15 years. There are, as a museum curator now, if I were to develop my career, there seems to be various things that I could consider in the long run. I may choose to return to the academia, or I may stay in the museum field, or I may get into the education sector. So it's hard. It's hard to give a definite answer now.
Do you have any advice to people who want to be a curator?
Yes. People normally don't know that a curator don't get to spend as much time with objects and research as they would like. This is a part of the job that we take very seriously, but sometimes we just have to do research and then spend more time with objects outside office hours. So this may be something that people have not anticipated.